Okay, so in this video I want to talk about obviously chapter 1013 in One Piece. Obviously this is going to be spoilers, and I want to go right to the end of the chapter when Monkey D. Luffy fall from the mountain and Kaido have defeat Monkey D. Luffy in that battle, and we don't know how Kaido defeat Monkey D. Luffy. Only know that in the end of that part of the chapter he fall from the cliff. So here is my speculation here that will happen in the future of the chapters. I think that Blackbeard will be the person that are gonna bring down Kaido, because Blackbeard is probably the only one that can defeat him, because Kaido cannot be taken down with force. You have Monkey D. Luffy there, you have Zoro there, you have Law there, you have Kid there, you have Killer there, you have all of them. And before them there was like the Minks in Suan form, and all of them is super powerful, and then even that was not enough to bring down Kaido. And I don't think Kaido can be taken down with that kind of measure. You have to defeat him with other style to defeat him. And I think what will happen is that the Blackbeard pirate will come to Wano, and because they're searching for strong devil fruits, and then Blackbeard also be the person that takes down Kaido and take his fruit for some reason or give it to someone else. But that is going to happen, and then also we're gonna have some backstory from Pizarro, how Pizarro was kicked out from the crew of from the Beast Pirate, and probably gonna try to have revenge maybe against King or some other character. But this is just what I think will happen, that the Blackbeard pirate will come to Wano, and because of Kaido. I think that is the only way they can take down Kaido is with Blackbeard. And then also we have Big Mom, and Big Mom was in that chapter was gonna probably fight with Kid in the next chapter. But if Big Mom is as strong as Kaido is, then it's gonna be a problem. So I don't know. I just think that I don't know how they're gonna fix it, because they are so powerful. They are extremely powerful character. But I don't know if there's something with Kaido that makes him so every time he fights, he always come back, always come on top. He always win the fight. Is something like a curse that he cannot be defeated, that he is like immortal, or he is some kind of, you cannot defeat him. That is wondering if that is that he just cannot be defeated in some strange way. It's really hard for me to say exactly what is why he cannot be defeated, but it sounds like he can be knocked down, but maybe he stayed down maybe 5 or 10 seconds, then he go up again and he is up again to fight. And I think this is with Kaido, is that I think Blackbeard can defeat him because he can take souls, and you have to have somebody like Blackbeard that take him down, and I think that will happen. I don't know any other character that can bring down Kaido than Blackbeard. And obviously they also, because Blackbeard pirates also searched, as I said before, also searching for devil fruits, and because we don't know what happened with example Nico Robin and Black Maria at that fight, so it can be possible that, for example, like Katrina Devon gonna come there and fight, take over the fight, because Devon can also transform to different persons. She can go into corpses and turn them to life, and so people think they are a different person. She can trick person because she have the mythical nine-tailed fox devil fruit. Then we have Shiri of the Rain that can turn invincible, invincible, and yeah. So we have, so that probably will happen. But the Black Pirate will come to Wano, and Blackbeard will defeat Kaido, and some way they will, some other character will defeat Big Mom. And for me, this chapter was good. I have to say this. This chapter was much better than the other two chapters before this chapter. So this chapter was really good. But it's just that I think sometimes when you make a character a villain in the story too powerful, like Kaido, like almost too powerful, it's very hard then, I think, to take him down in a good way. You have to understand, if somebody defeats you every time, and then you have, because you have to just take him down in the story, you're gonna do something very lame way to take him down. And I think that I really do not want. I really hope they explain to us in the next chapter or the chapter after that why Kaido is so powerful right now. Is it because of his devil fruit, or is it because of something else? And that, I think that is important, because then people can understand how Kaido can always win the fight. And if it's something like, is the Big Mom and Kaido connected? I don't mean that obviously they're connected because they work in the same pirate crew, like the Rocks pirates. But I mean, are they connected? They mean, if you have to defeat Big Mom to then to be able to defeat Kaido, is that the way to take down Kaido? Like, are they linked together? For example, you have to take down Big Mom, or if Big Mom is still up, Kaido cannot be defeated. Is there some kind of connection in that way? Because they okay, so Big Mom tell obviously us that she helped Kaido to get that mythical fruit, the fish fruit that turned him into a big dragon. That is the only thing. But she don't say anything else. And that is so strange, because every time we see Kaido fight, he was knocked down. Monkey Luffy had learned a new attack, but all of these attacks, like Monkey Land on Kaido, feels like it means it was really do any kind of damage. I'm wondering if this is the case. Like Kaido is like I don't want to say that I think he's like a zombie or like immortal. That can be he's just immortal. Like maybe you can damage Kaido, but the damage only gonna hurt him for some hours, or maybe some days, and after this day he come back again, and he's just as new as he was started the fight. And that is like with Kaido, that feels like this with Kaido, is that he, like you see, in the chapter before, Monkey Luffy knocked down Kaido, but I think the only thing you can do with force against Kaido is just knock him out. But knocking him out is only maybe 5 minutes, and then he up again, and then he's totally new again. I'm wondering if Kaido is like similar example like Doomsday in Superman, that you can take Doomsday down, but Doomsday always will come back again. And I'm wondering if that is the same with Kaido. Kaido cannot die. That is impossible for Kaido. Even if Kaido wants to die, he cannot die. I'm wondering if that is the curse with Kaido, is that his whole mission of his life is to take his life. I'm wondering if that is the case with Kaido. So that is a reason why I think Blackbeard will be the person to take Kaido out. Because I think you have to take Kaido's soul, something, some kind of magic, some kind of thing you have to do to take down Kaido. I really like Kaido, but what I'm afraid of right now is that Kaido is a villain in the story that is too complicated to finish off in a good way in the story. And that thing I'm most scared of with Kaido, that he's too powerful for that. And I wonder, obviously we talk about plot armor and this kind of thing, obviously like with the story that Kaido have, like for example, you fight a villain and then you have to go on with the story, and then you take some kind of very bad way to take down Kaido. And that thing I really do not want to see. I really want them to really find a very good balance and good way to explain. First they have to explain Kaido's backstory, how Kaido can be so powerful, and how later on how they can find a lit way to take down Kaido. For example, like in Trojan War, like Achilles. The only way to hurt Achilles was to shot him in the foot. In his foot to take him down. Or, for example, the Minotaur, you have to cut off one of his hair to make the Minotaur much weaker. And I'm wondering if that is the same with Kaido, that you have to find some kind of weak spot with Kaido to really bring him down. And obviously, Zoro cannot take down Kaido. Okay, if Monkey D. Luffy lost against Kaido, and before the Straw Hat the Minks lost against Kaido, Zoro will not take down Kaido. The only person that these two person that have a possibility to take down Kaido is Blackbeard, and the other one is obviously Monkey D. Dragon. Is the only two characters that really can take Kaido down, or maybe Shanks. But I think Blackbeard is probably the person that will come to Wano in the next chapter. And I don't know if Blackbeard really wants Kaido's Devil Fruit or not, because he already have 2 Devil Fruit we know, so maybe have a third. But he probably gonna. I don't think that Kaido's Devil Fruit is Blackbeard's really taste or power. I think Blackbeard much more prefer much darker, kind of a darker style of power. Like I think Kaido is a bit different. I don't know. Okay, then we obviously have in the chapter we have Big Mom. And Big Mom is also super powerful. So it's like you have 2 super powerful emperors on the same storyline. And you have the main character, like Monkey D. Luffy, the main person in the story, and he is knocked down right now. And you have Nami, you have Kid, you have Usopp, and all of the other powerful characters, like Zoro is extremely in extreme condition. And you have Sanji, and then you have obviously the like Queen, King, and then you have like Sasaki, Sasaki, and Who's Who, and then obviously you have. So probably the characters that are still powerful is like obviously Sanji and Yamato and Jinbei. If Jinbei is still fighting with Who's Who. And this kind of thing. So it's really a combination of different characters. So obviously then you have Chopper, so right now with fighting against Queen and his poison weapons. So there's a lot of characters, a lot of different armies, different characters in Wano right now fighting each other. And then obviously you have CP0, they're working for the highest ranking special agents, they're working for the world government. It's also there in Wano looking what happened on the boat side. And so you have the Marine. So it's a big battle. It's a big battle with lots of big names. So they can be very interesting. So if Blackbeard also come there to that battlefield, like he come to the other war, like for example, the Perman war with Whitebeard, when Whitebeard tried to save Ace, there can be same thing here again, that Blackbeard come, and then Blackbeard gonna maybe always come to the battle when there is like to give the final cut, the final attack to the Beast Pirate. So then maybe Blackbeard knows in some ways, maybe have some spies in Wano, so he can know before he come to that island how strong so for example, everybody fight each other right now, so nobody probably will suspect that the Blackbeard pirate will come to Wano, and then Blackbeard pirate probably will take them with surprise. But the problem also there is that obviously how strong Blackbeard is, it is still Big Mom also is a power that puts salt into objects. So she have a salt fruit, so she can bring objects to life. She takes salt from humans, then put their souls to. She takes souls and put them to objects and turn them to life. And Blackbeard have some way he can just eat. He can neutralize people's devil fruit with his devil fruit. So if you touch that person, their devil fruit will be neutralized. So maybe that is maybe the way how Blackbeard will defeat Kaido, that he just have to neutralize his power. That so he have not have his armor anymore. So maybe that is the special thing with his mythical fruit, like the fish fruit, like the dragon fruit, is that the dragon's fruit give him a high boost armor scale. Even if he is not in that form, he always will have his armament hockey will always be very high boosted because of his dragon form, and that is the way how Blackbeard defeat Kaido, that he have to neutralize that power and then he can strike him, because then Kaido is just a normal character when his power is neutralized. For example, like Rogue. I always say that to take down Wolverine, like for example in X-Men, you don't gonna use Sabretooth or Cyclops or Phoenix. The character you should use against Wolverine is Rogue. Rogue just have to touch Wolverine and then Wolverine is dead. That is how Rogue kill Wolverine, because Wolverine, every time you cut Wolverine, you shoot Wolverine, he always heal. But if he cannot heal if his energy is drawn out. And that is I think that is a similar way how Blackbeard defeat Kaido, that he just drawn out Kaido's power, exactly like Rogue drawn out Wolverine's healing factor, and this kind of thing. So yeah, that is everything I really want to say. And obviously I know I don't leave a lot of things out from the chapter. Obviously we see one cool thing from Big Mom, how Big Mom do a new attack, like a super move beam that she shoot through ulti and to kill ulti. So that was cool. So see, the ulti is down, so Big Mom take down two Topolopos very easily. Obviously she is Emperor. Obviously the Topolopos was one rank under the All Stars, and obviously the All Star is one rank under the Emperors, on the Kaido, and obviously Big Mom is much stronger than ulti. It's not even a contest. It's almost like you compare a mosquito with a three-headed dragon. That is the comparison. Like, it's no comparison. It's like a drop against the big ocean and this kind of thing. Yeah, but this chapter was really good. I have to say I'm much more happy with this chapter than the other two chapters. I think this chapter was much more much more interesting thing, more interesting thing for the future. So I really look forward to the next chapter. and the next chapter will obviously will be next week will be a break, but after that then we see that the new chapter, and it's going to be very interesting what will happen. And so obviously One Piece is a very interesting manga, extremely interesting. So it's going to be very interesting to see how One Piece will end. Always, as I say, this is my speculation is that the final opponent is obviously going to be the five elders. This is what I think. There is the and the guy. I don't know the name of them, but they together they're called the five elders. I think one of the guy with the long sword will be the person that fight against Zoro, and obviously then Zoro will be much stronger. Zoro will have learned new abilities. He's gonna have learn much more. Obviously, I think the guy with the sword, one of the five elders, obviously have one of the legendary swords, and he have extreme. If long you look at here, I think it's like I think is a special Nodachi sword, like a long anti-cavalry sword. That guy gonna use, and he's like obviously probably some kind of. They belong to the Celestial Dragons, so he's probably one of the high deities in Wano. That obviously, yeah. So yeah, that's everything I really want to say. Okay, bye.